and welcome to Jane White Fluid Art. Today I'm going to peel and reveal a Lazy Susan. Now this is something that I made, gosh, it's been a few months, it's been sitting drying, and I used press and seal and frog tape on it. You can see there, and what I'm going to do is show you how I peel all this off, because when I first started, this was probably the hardest thing for me. I would accidentally pull too hard on the tape and it would rip some of the paint down on the edges, and then I'd try to fix it, and it was all very difficult. So I'm going to show you how I do it. Now I've got tape over the bottom there so it doesn't spin while I'm working on it. That's the green tape that you see going over to the white piece. And I've burnished this frog tape so it's really tight, and by burnish I mean pushed it really tight against the edges of that Lazy Susan so that no paint hopefully would get underneath. Now we're going to see if it did or not, but I think I did a really good job. Now instead of just trying to rip that off, I find that the easiest way is to kind of peel it so it's straight up and then begin to just gently peel it off. If it gives me any trouble at all, I get a knife out. And now this is where you want to be super careful. First, you don't want to cut yourself, but second, you want to lay it so that it's flat on the Lazy Susan and kind of saw rather than push. I kind of gently saw. You can see there are drips that get there. Those are the drips from the resin, and they can be hard to get through. Now I'm working on this Lazy Susan when it's, you know, I Lazy Susaned it at 3 o'clock yesterday, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning right now. And I'm just carefully working it while while it's not sticky anymore, but the resin is still soft. Now, I've done this before where I've gotten a heat gun out and carefully softened it. You could do that too. I find that just using the technique I'm using at the stage it's at works pretty well. And you can see I'm just carefully sawing through those little bits. The Lazy Susans, they sell incredibly well at craft shows, art shows. People can't stop touching them. They can't leave them alone. They really want to know how you made that. And you want them to be just like a sheet of glass on top with no issues on the sides or edges. You want it to be really smooth when they twirl it. I mean, that's part of it. I mean, it is a showstopper. And you're going to see when I turn this over at the end, it is a showstopper. It is a beautiful piece. But I spent about 10 minutes doing this. Now, I'm going to speed it up in a minute so it'll go faster. But I just want to talk about using the knife. You know, if you can cut away from you, that's the best way. And you want to position your knife so that it's not cutting into the edges or sides. I like to keep it flat because then I know that can't happen. So I'm just basically, see how I've got it flat against that? As flat as I can get it. And really, really watch yourself. I've cut myself before doing this. Now, if you do have to take any of the edges, you just want to just score it ever so gently. You can notice I'm not pushing really hard. I'm just scoring it. Score that big resin bubble so I can get it off there. But basically, just carefully working this. I will, eventually, I will just take a piece of sandpaper and gently sand the edges right where the resin comes over the edge. So just know that you don't have to get every bit. It's going to dry and it's going to feel a little bit uneven there, and some of the resin's going to stick out. A little bit of sandpaper will take care of that. But here you're just gently working it to try to get it so that you've got as much of it off as possible. Again, I would say this was 10 minutes. I know it was 10 minutes because I checked the clock. In the beginning, I'm telling you, I would spend an hour on these trying to get them perfect. And I tried every method under the sun. I think a big clue is to understand when your resin is not sticky anymore. flip it over, lay it on something where it's not going to put an impression on it, or if the thing you're laying it on puts an impression into the top of your Lazy Susan, you're going to have a problem. So you want to get past that point. So it's not sticky anymore. It's hardened well enough where I can do this. And I'm just going to carefully work it. You can see I'm just being really careful around my fingers because you don't want that to happen. By the way, I cannot stress enough, and I know I mentioned it, but having this in your arsenal of things to sell, the importance of that, because people really want to buy your art and they want something they can display. And something like this is a reasonable price for them. I might put a Lazy Susan somewhere between, $70 and $100. I've sold them for a lot more than that too. They're really incredible ones. But you can see here, by the time I get done, it's going to be quite beautiful. Now, this is where I usually will have some resin that has got a bubble in it. See, I've got a big glop of resin there. And I will usually try to get that off right now by just scoring it. Just a gentle, gentle, gentle. Be real careful, because if you cut down into the edge, you can't get that off. So notice I'm just scoring it. I'm not trying to rip it out of there or, cut into the wood. Just gently scoring it so I can tip it up and hopefully get it off. Sometimes you've got to re-score it like this just to get it, but I'm just being ever so gently the way I'm pushing my knife in there. And then I'm just going to peel it up. If it has any resistance and won't come, I'm going to just score it again. I have noticed that if you just score it, then when you're sanding it, it's dry, it'll usually just fall off anyway. But I just like to just gently do this. And I'm about to reveal this Lazy Susan. I call this one Coastal because where I am in Michigan, people are always asking, do you have anything that reminds me of the lake? Anything lakey? They like the colors in this, the blues in this. Also, this makes a good wedding gift, or it makes a good Christmas gift, wedding gift. So these work out to be just really great at my shows. Okay, here we go. You're going to see the big reveal. I mean, this is I think, stunning. Look at how it is like a sheet of glass on top. So I do have other videos out there on how to resin so that you get it like a sheet of glass, but that's really what you're going for, that it is just no divots in it, that it's, very, very beautiful. I don't know how to describe it any better, but I hit the mark here. This one is fantastic, and I'll see you on a future video.